Amal's philosophy is based on a unique concept that Ayurveda has, where it says the 4 important aspects of treatment, the 4 important aspects of curative program, physician, patient, therapist and the medicine should work in synergy to provide maximum benefit for the patient. Amal Yatri is a beautiful concept, a unique concept that Amal Tamara has, which is a guiding force for our service design. We consider wellness as a journey and not a destination. For the same reason, when a guest checks into Amal or when a guest stay at Amal, that just marks, we consider as that just marks the beginning of the journey, which continues a journey of long-term relationship even after they check out from the property. A lifelong relationship where the experts in Amal become a one-point contact for Amal Yatri for all their future wellness needs. Amal Yatri is one we consider the guest who follows Amal's way of life, and Amal Yatri's program is all about transformation. Like I said before, from unhealthy lifestyle, unhealthy habits to healthy way of living. Legacy is something we very proudly talk about. Shibulal family is very well known for their presence in hospitality, but it's a less known fact that Shibulals also come from a long line of eminent Ayurveda physicians, which dates back to 1920s. The team here at Amal, we try to carry this legacy forward. These are the brand promises that we have. These are the promises that we make to our customer. We guide them through the entire journey, which is most important. The Ayurvedic journey to be successful, guest needs to be guided throughout the journey. We have enough expertise in the team to do that, and this guidance part is done through consultations, which starts well before their arrival at the resort. Throughout their journey, they will be having constant discussions, interactions with the doctors and the expert team at Amal, who helps them effectively go through the entire program. It's not just that it's not just that it is done through only consultations, but through every interaction that every associate of Amal Tamara has with the guest, day in and day out. They try to remind and alert the guest of the healthy practices that they are supposed to follow. Authentic or traditional Ayurveda treatments offered in a contemporary setup, that's what the other promise that we make to our customer. We have a well-experienced team, well-qualified set of therapists to offer Ayurveda treatments at Amal. Personalized care is our USP. Personalized care is our strength. We have one doctor for every 4 guest rooms. We have a senior Ayurveda nursing staff assigned to coordinate the entire activities of a guest. We also have a dedicated wellness coordinator to schedule the entire activities of the guests at Amal. The diet, the treatments, the experiences at Amal, this all are individualized. As I said before, the guest undergoes detailed consultations, which starts prior to the arrival itself. In pre-arrival consultation, the doctors will give guidance to the guest to prepare their body for the upcoming Ayurveda program by suggesting modifications in habits, diets and medicines. Once they are at the resort, they will have a detailed consultation. Not only the Ayurveda consultation, they also will undergo diet consultations and yoga consultation, after which A perfect schedule will be shared with the guest, which will give them an insight on how the program will be taken forward. The entire experiences and activities that we offer at Amal are individualized and personalized. Amal Yatri, like I said before, it's about customer for life, and Amal Yatri becomes a part of Amal family, where the long-term relationship is established through the community that we form. They get continuous guidance and support even after the stay from Amal team of experts to help them to sustain the benefits that they have gained through the stay at Amal. The approach of Amal Tamara is threefolded. It starts prior to their arrival. Well before their arrival, like I said before, they will have a detailed consultation with the doctor where the guidance will be provided to help them to prepare their body for the upcoming package. On arrival, there will be a detailed consultation with the guest on which the treatments and the program will be scheduled for the next 7, 14 or 21 or 28 days. The scheduling is done so perfectly that each guest will be aware of what is the diet that is going to be served for them on 28th day for the breakfast, or what is the treatment that is planned for them on 21st day of the treatment. At Amal, unlike other resorts, the experience never ends by checking out from the resort. Post-departure consultations ensures that guests are able to follow the lifestyle modifications, diet and treatment as prescribed. Amal Yatri community will ensure lifelong relationship with the team of experts we have. The expertise we have in the team, we have wide range of expertise of doctors who are experienced more than a decade, whose experience range from 10 years to 20 years, and there are senior physicians as visiting faculties, and we also have experts in eye disorders, lifestyle management, Kalari Marma Chikitsa, sports injuries, nature cure, yoga and Panchakarma therapies. These are the signature programs we have, but it's not the end to it. We have customized programs depending on the requirement of the guest. Weight management, here we focus on holistic solutions to correct metabolism and balance endocrine system. Lifestyle reforming activities plays a major role here. Anti-aging and rejuvenation program, it is intended to limit degenerative changes and allow graceful aging. It's a kind of rasayana chikitsa to slow down the aging process naturally, revitalize the natural immune system through detoxifying and stress management techniques. Panchakarma, which is the most famous program we have, detoxification treatments. All the Panchakarma therapies are offered at Amal, Vamana, Vechana, Astavana Vasti, Anuvasana Vasti, Nasi. All the Panchakarma treatments are offered at Amal. Immunity, which has gained significance after the pandemic, which enhances body's natural immune response, and it is done through correction of digestive process and detoxification. Eve Care, it's a specially designed package for women which is focused on common gynecological ailments, menopausal syndrome, age-related degenerative disorders, and which helps to restore youthfulness. De-stress, of course, is focusing on psychological well-being, provides solution for anxiety disorders, depression, etc. Enables Amal Yatri to handle stressful situations effectively. Ortho Care focuses on a whole range of orthopedic conditions like arthritis, sciatica, gout, rheumatoid arthritis, joint muscle related issues, gout, spondylosis, etc. Marma therapy becomes very significant here. We do offer Kalari Chikitsa as well at Amal Tamara. Derma Care, solution for skin ailments like psoriasis, eczema, dermatitis. It is done through course-correction mechanism, through diet, lifestyle corrections, medicines and external therapies. Mansu or Karkataka Chikitsa, which is very famous in Kerala. It's a popular Ayurveda program, which is a preventive therapy and seasonal regimen to be followed. Pure cuisine, we call our diet concept pure cuisine. We consider it as healing diet, though it is restricted quality-wise and quantity-wise, but you'll be surprised to see how delectable it is, how well presented it is, and how enticing the vegetarian diet offered at Amal Tamara is. Of course, as I mentioned before, diet planning will be done after consultation. We have given so much of thought into planning the diet. If you imagine there are 10 guests dining at our restaurant, at our Uttukura, most probably each one of them will be having a different menu served onto the table. Pure vegetarian diet and freshness is the key, which is followed as a religion. We have fresh supply of vegetables and we source vegetables from organic farmers. We have enough organic farmers at Alapura, but going forward we are planning to have our own farming done and have vegetables taken from our farm to utilize in our kitchen, a farm to fork concept. Pre-plated meals are served, herbal water is provided throughout the day, which is based on the body constitution. Easy to digest food, which is devoid of artificial sweeteners, additives and canned food is provided. Food is served in copper thali. We have an elaborate menu. It's not only South Indian, we have included all possible items. We have incorporated all possible items from all possible cuisines in the world. International, continental food, North Indian cuisines. It's not only about giving the right food, but we also talk about mindful eating, which means eating slowly without distractions, paying close attention to what you eat, and also about be informed of what you're eating. We have given utmost importance for keeping the guest engagement at the highest possible level. Apart from Ayurveda and yoga, we have activities which are wellness and sustainability oriented. There are activities to familiarize the guest with local culture, traditional art forms, traditional music, backwater cruising kind of activities. The day of an Amal Yatri starts with Agnihotram as a ritual to help the guest start the day on a positive note, followed by yoga, and during the course of the day there will be treatments and different experiences that is offered, and the day ends with the meditation. Our accommodation, we have 19 rooms, 19 spacious rooms, and we are located at the banks of Vemanadu Lake, one of the largest water bodies in Kerala. All the rooms have got balcony and all the rooms are overlooking the backwater. There are 3 categories of rooms that we have. Asta, which is of 450 square feet with a private balcony. Ekta, which is of 550 square feet, which has got a sitting lounge additional to it. Ida, which is of 750 square feet and which is made, constructed in traditional Kerala architecture style, which is more spacious and has got a huge balcony area. Responsible hospitality is the core value of Tamara, and Amal Tamara is no difference. We have consciously chosen eco-friendly and traditionally made amenity sourced from local vendors that we use. We have activities that provide insight to sustainable practices. We also provide livelihood for villagers through giving them an opportunity to perform choir making, handicrafts, traditional palm weaving activities at our resort, and we give opportunity for these vendors to sell their product through our curio shop as well. Personalization is our USP. High level of guest engagement is the strength. Amal Yatri concept is our strength. Diverse medical team with enormous experience is our strength. And Ayurveda treatments offered in the most traditional way in a contemporary setting is our speciality. At Amal, we just not aim at giving relief from symptoms, but what we look at is transformation, lifestyle transformation of the guest of Amal Yatri from unhealthy lifestyle to a healthy way of living. We bring this into effect not only through Ayurveda and yoga, but also through thoughtful concepts and curated experiences. Transformation through concepts and evolve through experiences. Thank you once again for being here today. I really appreciate that you took time to be here and listen to our presentation. Now I would like to invite Mr. Mukut, Vice President Sales.
Us through this. So, two questions remain, right? One, why should we choose Amal Tamara? Why should customers get value out of Amal Tamara? What makes us different and why should the second point, of course, is how much does this all cost? And is there value for money? It's the questions that would obviously come towards the end of this presentation. I think the one reason that one would look at Amal Tamara being different from any other Ayurveda destination is that we don't have what one would like to, what one can say is a transactional approach to Ayurveda. We're sincerely invested in the customer, and as Dr. Reji is a customer for life. That deep bonding that we have with the customer is via the Amal Yatri program. The Amal Yatri program is our way to convince the customer, not convince the customer, to put the customer in his journey of transformation through this 4,000-year-old ancient alternative system of medicine. And that journey for us is what we're committed to, as opposed to a hotel where you would look at a traditional check-in and check-out. So I think, as you see, our entire company is committed to everything lasting for life, the customer lasting for life. So with that deep enhancement at one, the whole team is rallying around the customer and making Ayurveda that single journey for life. So how much does this all cost, and what do we really offer in terms of a solution? So if you just So we don't deal with treatments, we deal with programs or solutions. And that's why it's a very consultative process, as Dr. Reji said. It's a consultative process, it's intensive for about 7 to 14 days. And thereafter, like Dr. Reji said, and even like Mr. Reji said, it's a collaborative process. It involves the patient and the doctor and the therapist working in tandem with each other. And therefore, when we are, the entire program is a combination of these treatments and consultation. So there are 8 programs, 6 of them are recommended to be 14 nights and more. There are 2 programs that can be 7 nights and more. So the 2 programs that are 7 nights and more, which are typically about, as you can see here, about 16,000 per night or 1,17,000 rupees, is the rejuvenation and the immunity booster program. So this includes your pickup from the Cochin airport. So basically, once you arrive at Cochin airport, you're with us in our hands. So it picks up, we make sure your journey, your Amal Yatri journey starts from your pickup. Once you arrived, it includes all of those things that Dr. Reji talked about, which is basically what? 4 things. One is your yoga sessions. 2 is your Ayurvedic treatments. 3rd is your evening meditation. And 4th is the culture or the de-stress package, which focuses on your overall well-being through art, culture, and lifestyle. So, and as you can see, we're quite serious about what we do, which is why these programs are like that. Panchakarma, which is, the purifying process that we have, and that's why it's 14 days. Eve Care, which is the program that's been designed especially for women. Derma Care, which is your skincare program. Ortho Care, your bone and joint program. Anti-aging, which prevents the degeneration of over a period of time. Your weight management solution. Your rejuvenation solution is the one where we basically walk you through a series of treatments over 7 days and do immunity booster. So with that, I think we've come to an end to our packages and solutions. And if there are any questions from anyone here, if you have any questions, we'll be happy to take that on. Dr. Reji's here. So I think we are a very slim audience, but we'd love to hear from you. If you'd like to speak to us interactively about what we have at the Amal Tamara, we'd like to, any thoughts?
Exactly you mentioned. So a stay at Amal, and even after checking out from Amal, the treatment never ends there. You are still under the guidance of the doctors. You also will have medicines prescribed, the lifestyle modifications that is suggested to you, which needs to be followed. And depending on the health concern that you have, you may have to come back to Amal for courses of treatments. That depends on the intensity of the issue that you have and the other factors, related to dosha, related to the health history, health status, the intensity of the condition that you have. Based on that, as suggested by the doctors, you will have to come back again for courses of therapies.
Got it.
So,
what is the plan? How do you plan to promote it?
So I think that's a great question, Mr. Man. I think if you look at the entire wellness tourism business that's been there for a while, the entire focus has been focused on the international inbound markets. Now, what the pandemic has done is that I think it has reset the value system for a lot of people. Their personal, the value for life, the value for sustained way of living. This whole mindset or paradigm has changed, even within Indians. And I think we are making a very conscious effort to teach our own or to propagate our own to our own audience. And I think it's very cool. If you saw the pricing, there's a lot to the hinterland markets. To say that, listen, your holiday doesn't just have to be a holiday. Within your holiday, you can add a transformation in those 7 days. The other thing is that what has happened from the work from home has enabled this. So today, if you have Wi-Fi, if you can carve out your time, and that's why the pre-consultations help you. So in your 7-day calendar, which you're looking out 3 weeks out, if you book, your doctor's consultations are pretty much inserted in your calendar. So you can kind of include it in your life and still stay 14 days. Does that answer your question? Domestic as well as international. And international also, we're planning to attend the Arab Travel Mart. We're also looking at attending the trade shows. We've got a very strong digital marketing team that's putting a campaign together. So we are very focused on spreading the word and marketing heavy in the first 2 years.
7, 14, 21, 28 days as well.
Got it. So my question here is, so what if I do not have 7 days, but I still need to, wind down, and I need to have at least a weekend of relaxing and focusing on myself? Is that an option, like to walk in for a weekend and get something done?
An Ayurveda treatments needs a minimum of duration, which is 7 nights, because the treatments starts with some preparatory stage. Your body needs to be prepared for the upcoming treatment. So basically the minimum duration of an Ayurveda treatment will be 7 days. And then further how it goes, it depends on, like I said before, the health issue, the seriousness of the health problem that you have, and your body constitution.
I'll just add on a little perspective. When we look at the wellness അല്ലെങ്കിൽ ആയുർവേദ സെഗ്മെന്റിൽ നോക്കുമ്പോൾ വെൽനസ് ആയുർവേദ സെന്റർ എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞ് തുടങ്ങിയതിനു ശേഷം ഒരു വീക്കെൻഡ് ഗെറ്റ് അവേ ആയിട്ട് മാറിയിട്ടുള്ള ഒത്തിരി സ്ഥാപനങ്ങളും ഉണ്ട് കേരളത്തിൽ തന്നെ. So that is precisely why I was asking, is that something like that?
So when it comes to wellness, you have different categories of offerings. You have primary wellness, you have secondary wellness. Now Amal Tamara plays in the primary wellness area where we do serious Ayurveda. So where we handle serious treatments, health issues, health concerns. So that's the reason we keep 7 days as minimum. But when you go to a resort, which basically focuses on secondary Ayurveda, there it's just about rejuvenation and de-stress. There weekend programs are possible for all our guests' wellness needs. So basically, when a guest takes up a wellness journey, an Ayurvedic journey, the aim is not just to have relief from the symptoms, but also a complete transformation from a wrong lifestyle or unhealthy lifestyle to a healthy way of living, which is a time-taking process which needs constant guidance. Urvashi, hope that answers your question.